make the strings.
Alright, so this thing looks really freaking nice in this light when it's wet. So never buy a car when it's wet, or when it's raining, or when it's like dusk time, because they just look freaking good. And if you ever want to sell a car, go take pictures of it at this time of night. So I'm gonna go ahead and run over, take some pictures of this truck, and we'll see how it looks. Alright guys, so I took some good pictures. I hope they're good pictures of the 2016 F350, and just driving that thing over there, it was just like sad. Like I was just like, it's just so dope. It's like literally like almost everything I've always wanted in like one of those trucks. I've wanted them for so long, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Honestly, I've always wanted like a fully bulletproofed 6-liter with the million button steering wheel. This million button steering wheel has always been kind of a thing for me. I guess it's locked, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But one of the things that I don't like about this truck is it's been painted before. So you can see we got clear coat fading off, clear coat down here. That's I'm pretty sure it's been painted before, because it just seems, yeah, they don't clear coat over the stickers like that. So and the paint doesn't match right here. You can see there's a huge difference right there in that. So it's definitely been painted. I think the bed might have been painted or something along those lines. But so the paint on this thing isn't in the greatest condition, but it's still presentable. Other than the bed on the other side, which we'll work on that a little bit later. But the exhaust is very, very weird on here. It's basically just dumped right after the catalytic converter. And so I'm going to go ahead and run home real quick, eat dinner with Jamie and the baby, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to install this freaking exhaust. So it's crazy actually how cheap these exhausts. I think this was like 200 and some bucks for a full 4-inch downpipe, basically all the way straight back, so it deletes the cat, and it has a muffler in it too. So I added a muffler. I'm kind of a big fan of the mufflers. It just kind of makes the trucks a lot better when you're just kind of cruising them, and then like especially on these Powerstrokes, when the VGT turbo opens up, it gets really, really loud anyhow. So it still gives you that nice like performance exhaust sound, but when you're just chilling, you're just chilling. So I'm gonna go home and I'll be right back. So went ahead and opened up the box to this exhaust. The stuff, I mean, I'm kind of surprised it was just all tossed in there, but it doesn't have any dents. When I got the ones for my my 6.7, one of the ends was kind of pinched shut. My uncle's was good, but yeah. So 4-inch downpipe. I think this is the stock downpipe on here. Yeah, it's definitely stock downpipe. So pretty simple. We'll just take an 11mm, bust that loose down there, and then down here on the bottom, I was kind of taking a look and seeing what the previous owner did, and it's basically, it's kind of on the, nope, that mount. I guess that there is a mount right there. I thought it broke, but it's kind of riding right there. You can see it's It's almost eating a hole through it. It's almost cutting off the cap. But the other thing is, if you actually look in here, I don't know exactly what happened. Looks like this whole thing just got cut off, but if you look like way down in there, it looks like the freaking cat is like actually clogged. So if it'll focus down there, but maybe we'll do that when we get it all the way down. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and take my handy dandy Sawzall and basically just buzz it, probably like right in here, so that way I don't have to drop the tranny cross member, and you don't have to have the tranny cross member dropped when you put the new system in. So you can see it has a little bit of a leak. I think that, like, I'm not sure if that's rear main or what exactly that is. Maybe it's and honestly it could be the glow plug harness. I know that's kind of a common issue, because glow plugs are basically, has like a little grommet on the side of the head right above the exhaust manifold, so it might have a glow plug harness leak. That's pretty common, and that could be causing this little bit of oil down here, maybe a little bit of that. But yeah, I guess I was trying to wiggle the U-joints a little bit. I have it on the jack. It doesn't, I don't feel anything in the U-joint, so I need to figure out what that other vibration is. But for now, we're just kind of de-ricing it and throwing this, taking this exhaust off. Quick little detour the next day. Basically last night Jamie called me and said that the carbon monoxide detectors in the house were kind of going off, and so I ran home, or I actually went and bought some new ones, went and changed those out, got some fresh new ones, nice new batteries, all that type of stuff, and I just ended up staying home last night, so I didn't finish the exhaust quite yet. But so now I gotta do a quick little parts run. Gonna go pick up some airbags for this guy, because getting ready for a road trip, a little bit of a, I don't know, it's probably like 1,000 miles or something like that. I'm going to pick up a future build, a heavy future build that I need to, just gonna have some airbags on this truck with. When we went to Florida, using this thing, it towed a little bit, I don't know, it just kind of sagged a little bit more in the back than I would have liked, and kind of made it feel a little bit squirrely. And I don't know if if my drop hitch wasn't low enough, or if it just needed a little bit more weight on the front tires. So I think bags are going to help with that. So we're basically going to grab those and then head back and probably try to get them installed tonight, because we got to freaking leave. I just wondered what they do with all these freaking TDIs that are sitting on the side of I-25 over there. Every single one of these is a freaking TDI. And I don't know. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they're doing with them, but they're taking them somewhere. That would be better right there. Look at that Sport Wagon TDI, get like 40 freaking miles a gallon. Hand wagon life. So this is the set of bags that I got. And so I do have these under here. I don't know what that freaking, this stuff is. Yeah, I ran over something, but yeah, I do have these levelers, and basically when we were towing the enclosure, it was on those. But these bags will basically go right there, and should be able to kind of keep it more level and a little bit more stable. Put a little bit more weight on the front tires at least. So we're gonna head back. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started installing this little airlift system. This isn't gonna be like a how-to video. Plenty of other people have made like really good instructional ones on it, and so if you want to do one of those, just go check that out, because I actually watched one of them and it was pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically just kind of get her done, maybe a quick little time lapse, something like that, and then kind of show more of an overview. But yeah, since this is a 350, it has the big dog block under it. But basically what we'll be doing is deleting that little bump stop right there, and essentially installing a helper airbag spring instead of it. So hopefully it don't take too long. Alright, so Dave is over here getting one of these guys assembled, getting it ready to go in. And this bracket work is kind of a pain in the butt. Over here it basically kind of goes up underneath there and then goes in. But Brendan knows a paintless dent repair guy, so I had some weird little dents like right here, kind of like little door ding type of things. There's one right here, and there's like 4 or 5 little tiny guys, and then 2 little ones down here on the rail. So that was one thing that always really bugged me about the door on this truck. So he actually did a really good job, and basically got all that stuff out. So now I don't have to freaking look at it anymore. It looks like a nice, pretty freaking door, because I didn't have to paint these ones. Yeah, overall looks pretty nice. So basically got these guys freaking installed in here, and you can see there's a lot of pieces, and kind of when they come like in the box, they don't really look like anything, and but once you start putting them together, then they kind of come together. It's kind of interesting. So pretty much now all there is to do is hook up the air lines to it, but I kind of want to run a T in between them. I don't know, something like that, or maybe I'll just run them straight back here. But what I did is drop down the spare tire. Dropping down the spare tire makes a hell of a difference. Like, holy crap. Without the spare tire, like, out of the way, there's just so much crap. Or like you trying to get your head in there, and it's just, and I went ahead and lifted up the back a little bit too, just so I could kind of mess with the airbags. So these are a one-piece thing right here. So basically what I need to do is find the center, but I kind of want to use a T, so I can basically use one thing to control both airbags, so I don't basically, like, they're always even all the time. It's kind of the idea. So I might wait, I don't know, I'll probably get them connected tonight, and then I'll just cut off the end tomorrow, and then, so I'll put a little bit of air in them. But my uncle brought by his trailer. He has like an 18-foot Big Tex with 7,000-pound axles, because I am going to pick up something this week it's like 1,000 miles away. I forget exactly how long it is, but a little bit of a drive, and gonna turn it into a little bit of a family vacation. So getting this thing kind of prepared, man, that's awesome that dent is just gone. The paintless dent repair guys, they got some freaking talent. So airlines, spare tire back up, put the door panel back on this guy, and then I think man, I don't know if I should pull in the 6-liter and finish that exhaust, because I need to do that too, but so much stuff I need to do, so little time, but it's coming together. So now we're almost back to kind of how this thing looked from the factory, where the back was a little bit higher than the front, and that's kind of one of the things that I think kind of made it weird towing, is just from the fact that literally from the factory this thing was almost like 2.5 inches taller in the rear. I think it might have even been 3 inches taller in the rear than it was in the front. So when I did that leveling kit, it just kind of, you know, as soon as the trailer squatted down, it was like, all right, and there's no weight on the front. Not as much, at least. So I went ahead and I just put one of the deals right here, kind of zip tied the other one right there, and they are both, they both got like 25 pounds of air in them. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my uncle's trailer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull the 6-liter in here. And I'm just stoked about my door without my dent in it. So but yeah, big, heavy, expensive project incoming. I don't know when you guys are gonna see it, because we got I got things, but I was playing with this, and Brandon helped me buff some stuff and do that thing. But we'll talk about these later. All right, backup camera. I don't know how I did it before. So this is what I like to see on a trailer. Some freaking big 8 lug axles. That's freaking weird. Look, it's like stink bug now. Until we put something else on here. Yeah, maybe I need to take a little bit of air out or bump this guy up a little bit. But now's the time where it's freaking 6-liter cold start time. See how she does. I don't know how cold it is. We don't have a temp thing. I don't think. Injector sounded nice and. Oh, how you doing? We woke him up. The funny thing is this thing already has pretty much the same exact kit, the airlift kit that goes on top of the spring, and actually kind of goes like on under the bed. I don't know how well these ones play with fifth wheel hitches though, but this one doesn't have one in it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the install of the exhaust on this guy real quick, just so I could get it out of the way, so I don't have to mess with it tomorrow. And yeah, I guess here we go. Sometimes the simplest things seriously just freaking get you, and that's kind of the case here. I don't know if you can see my nose. It's like a little bit bigger right there. It's kind of got a nice little lump on it, and it's like bleeding, and some tears, you know, all that type of stuff, because it freaking kind of hurts. Oh, look, there's blood on the ground. So anyhow, what basically what happened is you're supposed to measure this right here, kind of the distance in between the muffler and where it kind of mounts up on the thing, and then add 5 inches, you know, for the slip joints. So I basically did that. What I didn't account for was basically this clamp right here. I had it all the way against that at the very, very end, so it was butted all the way up against right here, so it wouldn't clamp, and it was pushed all the way back, so it was kind of bent. So when I was trying to put on the tail section of the exhaust, everything was basically just shoving itself right into the spare tire, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, try to pull this thing back off. So I hammered it a little bit, and I was like, all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna, because I already tightened some of the clamps, which you're not supposed to tighten any of the clamps, and so then I pulled out the Sawzall, freaking cut it off, like cut off, you know, like a nice little crooked section. I was like, all right, you know, this should be good to go. Went ahead, stuck it up there. Wasn't completely working how I wanted, so I pulled it down. I kind of flared the edges because obviously it was already tight, and just had it sitting up there a little bit, and my hand slipped, something happened, and it freaking just bam, literally like right there on my nose. So I got this nice like lump, and so yeah, that's I guess that's it. So sometimes it's like, seriously, the simplest, stupidest things, like the exhaust that's supposed to go on in like 15-20 minutes, like once you get the downpipe and everything on. I've literally been like fighting it for like an hour and like doing stupid stuff, just trying to do it, and I'm probably tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna cancel this, because I don't know, I should probably get it done, because I got so much stuff I need to do tomorrow, and I just need to get this done because it's stupid, and it's so close. I mean, literally, it's just all I gotta do is throw that get that muffler in the right spot, and then like tighten 3 clamps, and it's gonna be good. But just to let you guys know, when you get tired and, you know, angry, and I mean, I wanted to freaking huck that thing right across the shop, but at the end of the day, I've done that before, and you always end up like messing something up. So have patience and don't work on something when you're super tired, which is what I'm going to continue to do, I guess, because I need to get this stupid thing done. But just, I guess just telling you guys and showing you guys my blood. Not really much sweat 'cause it's kind of cold in here, but some tears. Blood and tears in this freaking 6-liter already. Alright, so exhaust is finally on, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and it wouldn't be an exhaust install video without a freaking exhaust clip. So I guess we'll fire this bad boy up, give it a nice cold rip, and hear what it sounds like. Builds boost. Things are so freaking loud though compared to 6.7s. That's what it's like. Alright, so I love that truck. That's a nice freaking truck. But at I don't know. I don't even know where this video went. Basically, it turned out I started off me planning on putting exhaust on the 6-liter and then washing my 6.7 a little bit and talking about maybe selling it, you know, versus, you know, like money for other cool things. And here we are with, you know, almost, I don't think it broke my nose, but it kind of hurts. I broke my nose a long time ago when I was a kid, and it's kind of funny because now I feel like I could actually breathe a little bit better. We'll see tomorrow. I guess things happening, some other project car out there that you guys don't know about, a project thing that I'm going to go get and do like a little road trip, and we're going to turn it into a family road trip. So pretty stoked about that. I'm freaking tired. It's like 4 in the morning, but I guess the lesson for the day is don't freaking burn yourself out. Don't get tired, and keep trying to work on something just because you need to get it done. I mean, sometimes you freaking have to do that, and that's kind of what happened tonight. But I've been kind of in like this I don't know, like listen since our road trip to Florida, like listening to freaking music on the radio. It just like there's only so many times you could hear certain like mainstream new stuff, and like, you know, I don't have like a big library list of stuff. I just, you know, Apple Music and Pandora and stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts lately. So one of the ones that's kind of really, I feel like is like really relevant, I guess, to like me and my situation and kind of all the things that are I guess the space, you know, my space of like kind of internet content creator / like internet business entrepreneur, is Heavy D Sparks with, you know, obviously like Diesel Brothers, but they do like the diesel truck giveaways. They have Diesel Brothers on Discovery Channel, which I honestly like don't really watch those because I don't have a thing, but I've been following them on Instagram since their very first giveaway, like before they even did a truck giveaway. And so it's just awesome to see his progression, and now he has this podcast. So I feel like a lot of you guys would enjoy that. So if you know, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's the thought process behind it. It's good stuff. So check that out. heavy D checklist on iTunes or any of the podcast apps. Obviously, this isn't like a paid shout out or anything. I just think that I've got a lot of value out of it, and hopefully you guys too. Sorry this video turned into probably like a 30 or 40 minute freaking thing. We got airbags on the truck, we got exhaust on the 6 liter, and that was pretty much it. And I washed it, and I haven't listed it for sale. Also, if you guys are interested in this truck, basically what's going to happen is I'm just going to kind of list things, whatever sells, and then I need to have one truck at the end of the day, and then we'll figure that out. And then if that one sells, then I'll fix the freaking van, and then I'll have a van truck. So as of right now, I'm just kind of I'm like a frog, and there's some lily pads, you know, and I'm just hopping around on the lily pads is kind of, I guess, how you would describe what I'm doing. So appreciate you guys, I guess, sticking with me. I know this is 3-minute ramble. That's not terrible, but I'll catch you guys later sometime this week. I'm hiding cars, and I gotta hide cars, and it's a pain in the butt because I'm filming 2 things and doing one thing, and it's interesting. See you guys later. Thank you guys.